Hi there, Sandy Freshie here, back with another video recording from outside of my office so that hopefully you can hear those birds. The topic for this video is human design and burnout, and it has actually been inspired by one of our viewers who is Projector, who is really curious about why burnout seems to affect projectors more perhaps than other types, or why she is experiencing burnout as a projector. Now this is a huge topic, and I will actually address projectors and burnout in another video, but I want to set this up with just a general understanding of how you can begin to understand in a very simple way the dynamics of burnout through the mechanics of the human design chart. So this is really for all types, and I'm going to separate you into sacral beings, which are generators and manifesting generators, and talk about how burnout mechanically happens for your two types. And then I want to talk about the non-sacral beings and how burnout happens mechanically for the non-sacral beings, and that would be the projectors, the manifestors, and the reflectors. So first of all, let's just define what burnout is. And in very simple terms, burnout is when you use more energy than you have. So let's talk first of all about how that happens with non-sacral beings. And I've kind of given it away by saying that you're a non-sacral being, because the sacral center, which is that center, that square that's second from the bottom. Sorry, I had to move. We have people who are putting down some flooring in a little part of a little section of our house today. So I had to move, put on my sunglasses because the sun is at a different angle here. So let's continue with this topic of human design and burnout. So I was talking about how non-sacral beings do not have a defined sacral center, which if you look on your human design chart, it is the center that is second from the bottom on the body graph. And if it's not colored in, it means that you are either a projector, a reflector, or a manifestor, and you do not have consistent energy to work. You do not have the energy to work consistently. Now the sacral motor, if you may have already heard this, but I'll say it again, is the strongest motor in the body. So anytime that you have an undefined center, you are amplifying the energy of that center because you are filtering and bringing in the energy of other people, feeling it very deeply, and you can work from that energy if it's motorized, and the sacral is motorized. You can work from that sacral energy specifically for a limited period of time, and you can probably work more powerfully than those people who actually have a sacral motor. So keeping the mechanics very simple here, in talking about using more energy than you have, can you see how if you're taking in sacral energy that you do not have to work from on a consistent basis, that you are not innately wired to use on a consistent basis? Can you see how when you take it in and you amplify it, it can literally burn you out? Because first of all, it is coming from someone else. It is not your energy in the first place. And then if you are feeling like you need to work hard because you're feeling this work energy in your body, when you use that to the extent where you overwork, you are going to burn yourself out. And on top of that, you do not have the energy to regenerate as the generators do, because that sacral energy regenerates itself. So that is how non-sacral beings, in a nutshell, can experience burnout. Now, of course, there's emotional burnout and adrenal burnout and all of those types of burnouts as well, those types of ways that you can burn out. But I'm just wanting to keep it very simple in terms of work burnout. Now, how does this happen with the sacral beings, with those of you who are generators and manifesting generators? Because you get burned out as well. That has to do with the way that you are working with your sacral motor, or the way that you are either listening to and following your sacral response or not. So you may already know, generators and manifesting generators, that your sacral will speak to you, or you will respond when you have things to respond to. You will actually emit a guttural sound. And for generators, it's For manifesting generators, it may be something else. But you will emit that sound. And if you ignore that, or if you've somehow gotten disconnected from your sacral response, from your motor that helps you or allows you to know yourself very deeply and know what's best for you very deeply, then you can very easily override your inner wisdom, your inner guidance system, and work at things and use your work energy, your sacral energy, in ways that can exhaust you and burn you out ultimately. So that's how mechanically burnout can happen for sacral beings and non-sacral beings. So I'm going to address our viewers' question, our projector viewers' question, in another video, and talk about some of the deeper nuances that have to do with projectors specifically. But for those of you who are a different energy type and you're feeling burned out, I really invite you and welcome your comments and your questions about your issues around burnout, and I would be happy to address those in future videos. So before I forget, I want to invite you to join my member resource portal. It's perfectly free to join. It's where I put my best content. It's where you can get more information and more guidance about your energy type, how to manage your energy, how to align with who you really are, and how to understand yourself on a deeper level. So you will find free resources there in the member portal, and you will also get to look at what else I have to offer. So that's it for today, and until the next time, be well.